So Terra Nova have seen the video that I made about my Panacea 2 and the issue that I had and the problems that I had, talking to them and dealing with their customer support and trying to get the issue resolved. And they've sent me an email following that video. So they got in touch and said, I came across your video on YouTube and wanted to reach out to you. I've looked at your issues, spoken to the customer service team and decided to escalate the issue to the product development team, as they hadn't been consulted about this when you initially got in touch. The product development team has carefully looked into your issue and has concluded the following. Pull-outs and webbing attachment points are some of the most at risk from tears and tear propagation. With this in mind, we try to reinforce these areas with additional fabric and stitching, adding significant strength to these points, and has proved effective for many years across many of our tent styles. This is why we were so surprised to see this damage to the Panacea. We've taken samples from this part of the fly sheet from other Panacea tents and have looked carefully at them. The fabric is well caught in both lines of stitching, and the tensile test results are good, which would mean your Panacea tent may be faulty. Although we take great care with our quality control checking and have worked closely with the same suppliers for many years, inconsistencies may occasionally occur. As such, I'd like to apologise for how the issue has been dealt with. I can understand your frustrations and why you now wish to move the tent on. However, we'd like to repair the tent free of charge under the warranty. Please let me know if you would like to accept the offer and we can arrange for the repair to be completed and sent back to you. So I guess it's a good thing that they finally got in touch and acknowledged that there was an issue. So I went back to them and said, I appreciate that with any manufacturing process, issues will occur from time to time and will never be totally eradicated. As I'm sure you know, it's about how issues are dealt with when they reach the customer and reducing the impact as much as possible. I hope you're taking the opportunity to review and update your quality control processes to reduce the chance of this happening to anyone else. It's a shame that the issue I had was not dealt with in this way initially. I have already sent the fly sheet off for repair somewhere else. And then they came back again and said, thank you for your reply. I agree, it is a shame it had not been dealt with differently. We will certainly be spending time with our customer service team to retrain them to deal with issues better. We're also looking at our processes to improve all areas of product and quality control. Apologies again for the issues you've faced. So if they are going to look at their processes and improve their overall customer support, I'm going to class that as a win. And I wasn't lying in my reply. I had already sent the fly sheet off to James from Sussex Outdoors, who's very kindly repaired the tent for free and done a little bit of an investigation into what the issue was. So I'll hand over to James for him to talk you through what's happened and show you the repair.
As you can see, this is where it's all ripped, and if you look close on here, you can just make out, hang on, get it here, you can just make out the individual stitch marks. So it does look like it has ripped. I can fix it though. That can be reattached. It has been torn, but even so, I mean, once I've got the material out from inside that, I'll give it a bit of a strength test and see just how easy it is to rip. I mean, this is ripstop nylon, but we'll give it a whirl. There was material in the within the stick, the hem here. So fair enough. Yes, there has been some tearing, but the fact that this is supposed to be ripstop, and it just took a clean stripe all the way along, right along its weakest part, which was the stitch line. You can see, if you look close enough, that the second stitch, so the bit that's closest to the edge, is literally right on the edge of the material, even to some points hardly touching it at all. So here we are. This is where the original stitching was, and then my repair is running all the way along, and I've also brought the second line of stitching in and made sure that the fabric was all the way to the edge. So here we go. Here's the attachment point with its its 2 lines of stitching and also its reinforcement stitching there as well. So this runs all the way along to the other end. I enjoyed that, and it was it's nice to see, nice to know that this has got a new lease of life.
So massive thanks again to James, aka Mr. Sussex Outdoors, for fixing the tent for me. He has done a full detailed video that's going to appear on his channel of the whole unpicking and repair process. So if you want to see what he's actually done to fix the tent and the whole process around it, the tools that he's used and everything else, go check out his video on his channel. And while you're there, why not check out his other videos as well. So now the fly sheet's fixed, the tent's got a full brand new set of poles. I have brought some new tent pegs for it as well, because when we had the issue on Kinder Scout, a couple of the pegs got lost. So I bought a full new set of pegs. But I think some good needs to come of this. So what I've done is I've set up a raffle where 100% of the proceeds from it go straight to charity. So every penny from tickets sold goes to Tommy's. And if you don't know who Tommy's are, they do a lot of work around miscarriage and baby loss. And it's 2 main areas really that they work in. They do a lot in research and how to minimise or prevent baby loss and miscarriage. And they also do a lot of work around offering support to people and families who have been affected by it. So a really worthy cause for an issue that affects a lot of people. I've set the tickets on the raffle at £2 each, but you can buy as many as you want. The number of tickets is unlimited because it's a 100% charity raffle. We want to make as much money as we can. But please only buy tickets if you can afford it. I know we're all skint, especially at this time of year. The raffle will be drawn on the 29th of December. So if you're struggling to think of a gift to buy the wild camper in your life, maybe get them a couple of tickets and throw them into their Christmas card or into their Christmas stocking. Also, if you want to grab the link to the raffle and share it on your own social media and with your own family and friends, that's totally free. So let's get it pushed out there, raise as much money as we can, and good luck. Got number 1 fan here, look, watching me.